Judge period with Silicon Valley and Office Space and
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead and Idiocracy. You did do Idiocracy.
I need to rewatch all of Daria.
Oh, you know what? I hardly watched any of that, to be honest.
When it came out, I was too young, so I didn't appreciate it. I'm
Was
like, this is boring.
Way to make me feel old. Thank you.
Well, I was a little kid when it came out. It was like the early to mid '90s. So at the time, I was like, PPG Otter.
Fuck you. No, I'm only kidding. No. Yeah, I said watch it again. Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it because I think I'd appreciate it given the clips I've seen. Maybe Seth, you'll come over and we'll get shit-faced and watch Daria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, don't invite me. Fucking hell. I don't know.
Hold on, I'm catching a caterpie.
The what?
I'm catching a caterpie.
You okay?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's playing Pokemon Go.
Oh, really? Are you?
I need to concentrate.
Oh, sorry. Shh.
Yes. I caught a caterpie.
This is good.
I caught a victory bell yesterday, and I was so excited.
Just need to catch like 12 fucking more.
They're not. It's not available in the UK yet, is it?
Not yet. I don't think so.
Know.
Are you not at home, Seth? Are you kind of out and about somewhere?
No, I just kind of wait for the Pokemon to come to me.
Oh,
it's a much slower game.
Yeah, that is probably the second laziest thing I've seen.
I go out. I go out. I have to be here right now. Okay, you understand?
I feel
you want
bad.
me to leave?
What? I feel bad that I posted that fucking anti-Pokemon Go thing this week. It was only a joke. I just thought I'd explain that to you. I thought it was funny, but I don't.
I'm gonna. I guess I'll be slightly vindictive in saying I'd rather people be bitching and fighting with each other about Pokemon Go than fighting about Trump or fighting about politics or fighting about Black Lives Matter. I'd rather people be dismissive and shitty about Pokemon than have them be like dismissive and shitty about other shit that matters. Because Pokemon's kind of like whatever, it's fun.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Right,
I wonder when it is coming to the UK, because I really do want to sort of experience it. Because it's Android and iOS, isn't it? It's on. Is that correct?
Yep, it's both.
Oh, shit.
The real set of Pokemon, though, is as of lately, I've been hearing more and more about people who fucking drive around. And it's just like, man.
Joking.
You fucking ruined what the whole premise is. Because to me, basically the game is get off your fat fucking ass and walk the game.
Yeah, that's really it.
I'm on my mobility scooter playing this. That'd be fucking great.
Well, people just get in their car and then they fucking sweep the area. And then it's just like, I visited every gym.
Fucking hell.
I'm the best trainer. It's like, you really are the guy who spoils the fucking fun.
Although there is
don't you
understand?
Oh, it hurts my knees to get up and walk around. Oh.
There's something to combat that where you hatch eggs by walking, but if you go too fast, it doesn't work. So if you're in a car, it doesn't.
Oh, so you fucked you. Well, I'm just thinking people driving in a car with like a cell phone, fucking running people over trying to fucking find fucking monsters. That's what I'm imagining now, kind of thing. It's just like sounds dangerous. That, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe America you can drive around when you're on your phone, but you can't in this country. You know?
No, you can't.
No, it's illegal.
There are some states that you can drive around on the phone. Is that right? Or has it all been fucking?
No.
It's all supposed to be illegal, but you'd be surprised by the amount of people who don't give a fuck.
Well, I remember being in LA fucking few years ago and got onto some fucking freeway, and it was just fucking God knows how many lanes packed with people driving cars on their phones, and I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna die now. Everyone was on the phone. It was fucking scary. I thought, oh my God, this is horrible. But I survived.
So, brief intro us, for the love of God.
Welcome
are we live? Holy crap.
Oh, shit, yeah. Rambling. Welcome to episode 38 of the Coffee Jelly Hour. I am Tony. I'm joined by Matt, Ace, and Seth, who is playing Pokemon Go.
I appreciate the enthusiasm when you said my name.
What? How did it say it?
It's because he's really, really afraid of offending you. Because your people are very logistic.
How do we say it?
And Seth.
Did I say it like that? Oh god!
Yeah.
Let me do that again. I'm Tony. I'm joined by Matt, Ace, and Seth.
Yeah.
No, I appreciated the enthusiasm.
Oh, you liked it, Seth?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
It's like it's a spectacle that I'm here.
Go back to your silly Pokemon Go game. God, why do you want to go?
No, there's no more Pokemon in my area.
Oh no! Yeah, you got to wait till they come to you. Jeez.
You're just gonna have to go fucking driving around.
So how are we all doing?
Shit.
So, briefly, I've been working on a project for Hay Scoops.
Oh,
I'm not really at liberty to say, at least I shouldn't say on air, because it's all private and it's an actual
under contract.
Yeah,
but I'm going to bring it up anyway.
I'm only bringing it up because there's an anecdote to it, because I know it's really shitty to do that. Like, the guy wrote in, but I'll tell you guys later. But the thing about it
can I guess what it is? Is it Hay
if you guess what it is, I have to stop and not make it anymore.
Okay. Here's my one guess. Is it a 12-inch Hay Scoops dildo?
Fuck. Wow.
Okay. So what else
You've now endangered my career. Now they think I've broken our confidentiality agreement.
It's a large fuck you in the face dildo. Yeah.
No, but when we first I have this weird tendency that whenever I'm fucking having email correspondence with Matt, I tend to be very devil may care. Except for now, I'm having email correspondence with Jacob. And I kind of forgot about that, and I quoted Pulp Fiction to him, and then I immediately proceeded to flirt at him. And I'm like, wait a second, I don't know Jacob as well. I really hope he doesn't mistake, because I gave him he's like, do you think you could fix this? And I said, don't worry, you go back in there and you chill them niggas out. The wolf is on it. And then I proceeded to follow it up with, I think I gave him my usual, if you need anything else, go ahead and tap me on the hip, and I'll show you to the champagne room. And then afterwards, it sort of dawned on me, and I'm like, wait a second. I don't know if he's familiar with that.
Oh.
I mean, I certainly hope he isn't, and that it horrified him, and that he had to have a really serious fucking Scoops meeting about me.
Yeah. It's just about Ace. Yeah, it's just a few things he said.
He's in love with Jacob.
Yeah.
His mannerisms are highly inappropriate. Because I imagine once,
but it's still a business. Damn it! You gotta be professional.
Yeah. Keep that shit to yourself. Come on.
So that's something that occurred this week, and I finished my residence book, and I'm a little sad by it.
Oh, why? Because it's finished, or?
Well, its momentum was exactly as I said. The beginning is really passionate, and the guy's they were building instruments, and they were tearing down the walls of society, and they were reestablishing, and then it just evolves into. Demon's Dance Alone was an album, and then it was produced. It came out in 1998.
And that was it?
Animal Lover was an album. It used a lot of synthesizer, which was uncommon for the Residents. It was produced in 2003.
Oh.
Tweedles involved a lot of narration. It came out in 2005. There was there's no explanation.
That's when they're Adderall addicted.
Actually weird. That's weirdly apt because that's kind of how it reads. It actually right before he gets really dismissive, he gets really angry, and he starts reviewing an album they did called King in the Eye, which is the Residents covering Elvis material. And he's just this album probably the hardest thing to listen to. I had to suffer listening to this again just to write this book, and let me tell you that it hasn't aged. Blah, blah. And I'm like, you are the worst person to write a book about the Residents. Just fucking.
Wait, so it's told from his account? This is what I think.
Well, it's supposed to be. It's called Never Known Questions: A History of the Residents, but it turns into this weird kind of he offers almost too much anecdotal evidence to stuff, and it's just I don't care that you don't like The King in the Eye. I want to know about what went into that album, besides the fact that that you didn't like it and you had to force yourself to listen to it again. You don't want people to say I had to listen to it again. Didn't age well. Next subject.
You want technical shit and little fun things, not fucking.
Just imagine.
I didn't like it.
Frank Zappa book, and he just let that entire period. It's I was listening, and when I found out that was an improvised album, whoa, I couldn't even review that.
Fucking hell. At least you said Frank Zappa once on this show already. So I don't have to say that.
Probably my favorite little tidbits finding out about Frank Zappa that more of his albums are there are a few of his albums are just straight up improvises, and I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, fucking hell. Jeez.
What is it? Weasel.
Listen,
Weasel cuts skin. I think
Weasels ripped my flesh.
Yeah, and that one consists of just a lot of outtakes and weird shit and just improvises and.
It's a great album. It really is.
It is. It's a really cool album. But after listening to it, I'm like, there's something really weird about this album, and I was then informed because like 98% of that was improvised on the spot. They just needed to spill bass.
Exactly. I mean, there's so much improvisation on his live work. It's just like he'd just go off and he'd have all these little sort of nods and winks and whatever to start and stop the band and do different things with the band, and they'd all be kind of watching him, and he just literally compose on the spot live with basically all his bands. Every tour he had a different band. He just sort of, right, okay, I'm going to get a different drummer, different everything, basically. But he from the very beginning, it was all, a lot of it was improvised. I mean, to actually do that, you've got me fucking rambling about Frank Zappa, but just imagine having a band where you could go on stage and say, all right, for the next 10 minutes, we're going to just like make a song up right now. And it's like a decent song. It's not like a shit song with people playing random notes, which are just clashing with other random notes. It is, a structured, improvised song. I'm rambling now. Anyway, listen, before we get on, I just want to get this argument out the way. Matt, what's your problem? What's your problem with Dunkin' Donuts? Sorry.
I just think they make it inferior. No, before we get too far into it, are donuts a thing in? Well, okay. I need to. In England, are donuts the thing they are? Like, you can get donuts so many places here in America. So donuts are like a thing in Britain as well.
Yeah, donuts are everywhere. Sort of supermarkets, corner stores. Yeah, donuts are everywhere.
So like my problem with Dunkin' Donuts isn't necessarily a problem. Like, it's still a donut. They just make what I feel is an inferior donut. Like, in my town, I can list probably 4 or 5 other places that have better donuts than Dunkin' Donuts.
Go on, tell me what you've got then. Tell me what you've got.
We've got a bakery called Mother Hubbard's.
Oh, right.
There's a grocery store, actually, surprisingly enough. It's called Food City, and they have an amazing bakery.
Oh.
There's a place called Yana's. It's a deli and bakery.
Oh, this is none of these are chain stores.
No, none of these are chains. They're all local places.
So they're local baked and right.
Yeah, and not far from my house. So it's like 4. Then there's another place called the Donut Dilemma, which is just a donut shop. That's all, and that's not a chain either. So
sounds like a dilemma.
I mean, the dilemma is they're selling 3 dozen kinds. Are you going to sit there and eat all 3 dozen, or are you going to be a normal human being and eat like one donut?
It's
not a problem necessarily.
The real dilemma is at least 2 of the donuts on this rack have my toenails in them.
Problem is,
the real dilemma is one of these Boston.
Yeah, it's okay. So you kind of killed my argument.
Is actually.
Surprise. Yeah, the person who actually baked these donuts, he puts quite a lot of love into his work, literally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cum, basically. That's what you need. So
I have never done Dunkin' Donuts before because I'm actually, where I grew up, back in California, we had like 40 donut stores. They were all owned by Asian families who had no association with each other. I actually think they were different kinds of Asians, too.
Is this going to be one of your racist rants?
Yeah, because I'm like, what are you guys doing here? You guys should be building the railroads. What the fuck?
Why are you not running Chinese food restaurants? Damn it!
And then he's just like, oh, you found me out here. Then take this box, but don't feed what is inside of it after midnight, and don't expose it to water. And I'm also progressively becoming Indian.
Before we go much further, though. Before we go much further away from that comment,
how deep into donuts are we gonna get?
Isn't the entire day after midnight? So technically you can never feed your mogwai?
That's a really good point. So don't feed it after midnight. So when can you start feeding it? So after midnight.
Midnight. 1 second after midnight, you have to hit it exactly as soon as it switches from 11:59 to 12. You've got to feed that mogwai, and if you miss it by 1 second.
Going to get into that argument with Mr. Crazy Mustached Lopan guy, though? Like, would you really have that argument? Because I've seen that Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon program. Those people can fly.
He's got a weird eye as well, hasn't he?
Like he could fucking, he'll just take to the air.
Yeah. You don't want to. You just say don't question anything. Just take it.
I mean, no racist diatribe, despite the fact that I had a racist diatribe. But like every donut shop where I grew up was owned by an Asian family, and I think there were different Asian consent because I remember vividly. One near my house was full of Lucky Cat stuff, and then the other one had like a more Korean vibe, and it was cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And bakery donuts are so fucking good, so I could never get into the idea of
going to a chain or anything like that.
Because I was so spoiled on it.
The only reason
that's all I meant because I commented on it because you were eating and I said
we were there,
good coffee, inferior donuts. I didn't say they were bad donuts. I said they were inferior donuts.
I know. I was just trying to start an argument. No.
I know.
The thing is, it was so exciting because here in the UK we don't get we get quite a bit of American stuff, but I fucking love American stuff. So in Liverpool, there's a brand new Dunkin' Donuts store opened, and it was so exciting to go there, and there's so many donuts, and it was good. I enjoyed it. I had Boston cream. We had breakfast there, and then Boston cream, and then.
Now I'll tell you what I am addicted to. I was going to say I'll tell you what I am addicted to at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh right, sorry, go on.
Well, yeah. Besides the crack, I mean, this is like crack in a cup.
Well, that doesn't count because you get that behind the Dunkin' Donuts, so it technically isn't Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I know. I like getting I like getting iced lattes with a toasted the toasted almond flavor.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
You kind of stumbled over decaf. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. Well, it depends on the time of day. If it's the morning time, I don't do decaf, and if it's the afternoon time, I do decaf.
Yeah, you do decaf.
Evening.
That's how I feel about decaf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I have to. I have trouble falling asleep. I have to. I mean, even if I don't have caffeine, I have trouble falling asleep. So I have to. Yeah.
If I could have caffeine anyway.
Yeah, if you can't fall asleep, you might as well get the buzz.
Yeah.
The enjoyment of the buzz, really. Yeah. But it's cool. So yeah, I enjoy Dunkin' Donuts. We don't get a lot of decent sort of place. I mean, a lot of the supermarkets and places like that, they bake their own donuts and they're okay, but you don't get the choice of all the random shit that like Dunkin' Donuts do. But we do have Krispy Kreme as well, which I kind of like. So
I kind of realized how kind of cute and quaint we must sound to Mr. Portland native here. Mr. Seth, who comes from a town that like has like one of the most famous donut shops, is like, oh, how cute you guys are.
I'm trying not to be like pompous and say, "Whoa, we
donut."
Donut shops.
Do it.
I don't. I hate to be a hipster within a hipster, but I don't even like voodoo donuts. It's not that good.
I've heard
they're quirky.
Yeah. But yeah,
they're quirky. They have like the voodoo donut, which is shaped like a voodoo doll, and it's got raspberry filling, and they give you a pretzel stick that you can stab it with, which is fun. Oh, and then they have the big cock and balls, which is literally a giant cock and balls, which is to be shared amongst your friends.
Yeah, a friend of mine
had it as a birthday cake once.
Yeah. Cool.
But there's an even better donut shop called Blue Star, which is. It doesn't have hours. It's open until it sells out, which is typically before noon because it's so popular.
Yeah.
And
that sounds like the donut dilemma here. They have hours, but they're generally kind of closed before then.
Yeah, because you just clear them out.
So that is a dilemma.
So guys, how do we spell donut? That's the next thing, really.
I always spell it DONUT. I assume that's wrong though.
I don't know. I think we should speak to Matt on this one. I think he might have thoughts on this.
Okay. Yeah, DONUT is like the way people spell donut now, but it drives me nuts because it's made of dough.
As
it's
in
a DOUGH.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not gonna slap anybody for spelling it donut. It's just the way I will never spell it that way, just because I am an insane person and it drives me crazy to spell it that way.
Let me tell you, it's actually good that you don't slap people, because I did that, and now I'm on a watch group.
You've made the list, basically.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant place to be.
People don't like
that. You know what? That fucking kid had it coming. He's like, Mom, can I have a donut? And she's like, how do you spell donut, honey? And I was just there, fucking ready to slap the shit out of that kid.
He deserved it. Damn. He deserved it, yeah, fucking hell. Fucking right.
Well, there are some issues you can slap people over and some you can't.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't always know what those are.
If he was expunging his opinion about the Ghostbusters movie and I didn't agree, I could slap him.
Yeah,
that's actually
fine. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine, definitely. So listen, I've got to agree with Matt on the whole donuts spelling dilemma. Definitely.
I agree that that's probably the right way to spell it, but it just doesn't feel right to me.
But is it spelled D-O-N-U-T because of Dunkin' Donuts? I don't know. Do they?
Wait, is that what we landed on? Is it like dough as in dough?
Yeah.
No, donut. Dunkin' Donuts is D-O-N-U.
Well,
But yeah, we're thinking there's dough in it, so yeah, you got to spell it right. So I'm glad we got it out of the way. That's cool.
I kind of want to open up my own donut shop and call it Doughnuts, and basically have the people who serve you in fursuits. That's my gimmick.
My idea is not to do that, and maybe that would be more successful than doing.
No, because once a year when the cons come through here, it's going to be great. Like the rest of the year, it's going to be kind of, there's going to be really a lot of swastikas spray painted outside, and people, go home, fag. But come that one time a year, man, it's going to be
one week. Is it going to be a week or a day?
Yeah, it's gonna be a week when everybody watches up like, oh great, we found a place where we feel safe finally.
Oh, do it, Ace. I'm gonna say do it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? That'll be good. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Just fucking climbing over the counter and them just hungrily rubbing donuts all over each other's dicks and fucking each other. And I walk out from my office in the back where's that next shipment of donuts? It'd be just a giant fucking train of nude bodies writhing over each other in a pile, wearing awful-looking mascot helmets, and a fucking grainy copy of Zootopia playing in the corner.
Excuse me, why does my donut smell of cock? I don't know. This is weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry. In that case, it's not the donut. Excuse me, why does this block smell like cock?
They serve them out of their Daisy Dukes. It's like this huge bulge that they make their donuts out of.
So listen, guys, have we heard there's going to be a Scoop Fest as well? I'm changing the subject totally now.
Is it going to end in a pile of writhing bodies wearing fur heads while a grainy copy of Zootopia plays?
It is linked. Yeah, Scoop Fest is. That happens on the Sunday apparently. Yeah.
The thing is the TV doesn't have good audio, so it's just kind of a the entire time.
It's like a TV up in the corner, like at a hospital.
Yeah.
Well, that's we spent all of our money on getting our employees fursuit heads. Those are really pricey too.
Very
expensive. Very expensive.
But it's necessary.
Yeah. They look authentic, so that's good. So yeah, Scoop Fest, November the 11th to the 13th. Is that right?
Where?
In Vegas, I believe.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, right in Vegas. Has anyone heard about it? We've heard about it. It sounds cool. So there's they're throwing there's the bucket show. They're gonna do a live ice cream social recording, and they're gonna do a live Penn Sunday School recording, I believe, as well.
Oh.
On the Sunday, because wherever that new studio they're recording Penn Sunday School, there is like a sort of little audience sort of area, so I think you can actually do that. But the pisser is, I'm in America late October, obviously Florida, where I always fucking go, and I'm sure we're flying home on the Friday the 11th when it's all happening. I was like, and I've actually booked the plane tickets already. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I've already planned to go because I have a week off at the end of September. I've already planned a different and I'm barely going to be able to afford that one. But I think if I don't go, I'll go crazy.
Yeah.
Because I just need a
just do it.
Adventure.
Get away. Yeah. So what, you were going to Florida? Is that what you're saying? Florida.
No, I'm going to Las Vegas.
Oh, you're in Vegas, right? Sorry, yeah.
In September. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good. So you can at least go and see the bucket show.
I've been there, so.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. But the thing is, I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually in the States just before all this happens, and literally just a plane ride away. You know.
Well, you're always just a plane ride away.
A shorter plane ride away. A shorter plane ride away.
One that you don't need drugs to survive.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know why the fuck the Rolling Stones just came into my head when you said just a plane ride away. I just fucking wanted to whoa, children!
I thought you meant...
just a shot away!
Yeah.
I think I heard that in a grocery store yesterday.
Hey, I had Raspberry Beret by Prince stuck in my head all day.
Oh, shit.
I had Prince's Raspberry Beret stuck in me all day. It was...
Ooh.
So,
gay jokes.
Talking about Prince, should we talk about preachy celebs who basically can put you off their art because they go on about...
It's not just preachy, and I brought this up because it was one I wanted to ask you guys about, so I brought it up earlier in the week. It's not just preachy because I was listening to my iPod on Shuffle the other day, and Walk by Pantera came on.
Oh yeah, okay.
And like I love Pantera music, but at the same time, Phil Anselmo is a douchebag in real life. He's kind of a racist.
Yeah, I did see all that. Yeah.
And so, he has been for a lot of years. Like recently, he had a controversy about it, but
that's right. Yeah.
Something that's happened before. So it's like I feel uncomfortable, despite the fact that I like Pantera and their music, and their music isn't racist because Phil Anselmo is. I feel uncomfortable, and it's not the only time this has happened to me with other artists. I feel uncomfortable because I know he's a racist and I'm supporting his music. So
that's actually the crux with a lot of like early metal and a lot of like early rock and roll. Because like a good example is KISS. Gene Simmons fucking supports Donald Trump's.
Yeah. Well, KISS is also a shitty band.
But
so,
Ace, you still there?
No, I actually wholeheartedly, I don't know, I have mixed feelings.
And also Gene Simmons doesn't think fucking pop is rock and roll.
Yeah, and it's not the first time it's happened. Like I used to listen to another band that the lead singer tried to hire a hitman to kill his wife, and I was like, I don't think I can listen to this anymore.
Who's that?
Well, I can't remember. The band itself was actually a joke band. Weird
Al tried to kill his wife with a hitman?
Again?
No. This was a band. I can't even. Remember.
It does ring a bell. You saying that? I'm thinking, fucking, I can't remember who it was.
You've always hated my accordion playing, and you're the reason why there isn't a UHF2.
Die, bitch.
I'll look for it because I can't remember their name off the top of my head. But the lead singer sang like he was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh fuck! Right.
And the guy that tried to hire the hitman was a guitarist for another band. I can't remember what the band actually was.
Shit.
I gotta close. Wait, I got music playing randomly on my computer. Where the fuck's that coming?
Oh shit! Is it from Web?
No. Oh yeah, it's from my. There we go.
Porn site, yeah. No.
There, I killed it.
Sweathouse.
Like I didn't even think when you posed that question to us because we do sometimes prepare for this show. I didn't even think about musicians because musicians tend to be the shittiest people on earth.
Yeah.
They tend to be very, very either they're way too hippie progressive and you're just like, oh really, you hate GMOs? I'm just gonna listen to you. Or they turn out to be some like weird conservative douche. Like it's like, oh yeah, this Ted Nugent song's great. Wait, he said what?
Yeah, it's not just music. It's just they were on my mind recently, and so the question I asked you guys was, does the behavior and the beliefs of an artist affect your enjoyment of their work, or should it affect your enjoyment of their work?
No. Before we get into that, there's actually an interesting parallel with an earlier show where we talked about the movie Trick or Treat. Or not Trick or Treat, Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers, that sprung to mind before, yeah.
And the guy who directed Jeepers Creepers is a convicted pedophile.
Yeah.
And people think he shouldn't have been able to make that movie because he was arrested for fucking a kid on the set of another movie.
Oh, Jesus.
I see it now.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And that was actually one of the big arguments about why you shouldn't even be allowed to enjoy that movie, because they proclaim, that movie's just him enacting his revenge fantasy.
Yeah.
So, that's what came to mind, because I was when you first posed the question, my mind immediately went to like Johnny Cash. I really like Johnny Cash's work, but he was a hardcore preachy Christian.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
but I really like his work, so I have I love him artistically. I would never be like, oh, Johnny Cash, tell me about Christ. He'd be like, I did.
Well, another band, fucking hell, metal band, Shinedown. You know Shinedown? There's, I mean, I don't know this because I haven't fucking Googled it, but I'm listening to the music and I'm thinking, are they singing about God in this song? This sounds quite religious in a way. There's a lot of sort of, it's like hidden religious sort of content in there.
There is one Christian metal band I really love, and it's the weirdest thing in the world to say, but they are a Christian metal band, and they're called Demon Hunter. Creed. Creed. Demon Hunter. Yeah, and I like them, and they're really good, but but they don't. All their music is like. Not like Jesus is great, but it's like vaguely Bible-y, but at the same time could also, like, if you know that it's Bible-y, you can tell, but also if you don't be anything, so
enjoy it on a
right. So, by the way, the band with the guy that tried to have his wife killed, Austrian Death Machine.
Austrian Death Machine.
And the guy that tried to have his wife killed was Tim Lambesi from As I Lay Dying.
Oh,
now you're on his hit list.
That's
you don't cry. I was about to be like, what's up with these band names? And then I recalled that one of my favorite bands is called She Wants Revenge, so I can't say As I Lay Dying. It's a terrible name.
Yeah.
So just talking about sort of like Christian
people with shitty views. Well, we're talking about people with shitty views. Fuck Christians for a second. Although I do like the idea of Christian metal, because to me it's a standard metal but with words replaced. So it's just like Hail Jesus.
Yeah.
Except it's not. That's the weird thing.
Well, no, I was going to say it's like Penn Jillette saying he loves sort of religious songs, hymns, and shit like that. He likes the music and stuff, and it's like, I can actually appreciate that. I mean, there are certain sort of hymns that I think, I kind of like that. I don't believe any of this shit it's about.
Is the perfect example for this conversation, because although we're all Penn Jillette fans to varying degrees, he's a douchebag atheist with libertarian beliefs. A lot of people have to get past that to enjoy his magic. A lot of Christian people who have certain... True. But if you think about it, he is a preachy atheist. He's very preachy about his atheism, and he's very preachy about being a libertarian.
So he has got a lot of Christian fans or religious fans.
So he's kind of the perfect example of this.
That is a great example. That's a real difficult one, because he does bring his atheism in to the show and stuff like that is a tough one.
Yeah, even though he's like, I never bring it in, but then they do atheist deck of cards and stuff, and it's like, well, you're also not shy about your persona, and I love him, and I say that he's an atheist douchebag with all of my heart, because I'm an atheist douchebag. But like, how many idiots out there basically saw Penn Jillette and then turned into vindictive, shitty people because of it? Like how many really crappy-ass libertarians are there out there who all we have to thank is the fact that they once saw bullshit, now they're like, I'm a libertarian! You're like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a fucking idiot. And I love them, and I love that they preach, and I have nothing against what they're preaching, but like, if we're being completely serious and we're putting the glove on the other hand, one of our idols is fucking really responsible for terrible stuff, in the same degree of, like, looking at two artists I really respect. I mean, Elvis Presley had a virginity fetish, for starts. Like, that was a thing where he...
I really wonder where you were going. You might go where I think you're going.
He had this thing where he only wanted pure girls. He didn't want girls who had any kind of know-how. So he only dated, like, 14-year-olds. It wasn't that he was a pedophile, because he was attracted not to the fact that they were children, but the fact that they were all pure and innocent.
Yeah.
And he was also a gun nut. And he was a hardcore Christian, a very vindictive Christian, too. He was very... pro-guns, pro-liberty, pro-God. I love Elvis. I fucking adore Elvis, and he's a pretty prime example. It's kind of like Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is a little bit more progressive. Yeah. But he's still, up to the day he died, was, hardcore gospel. I mean, his best albums were his last, 5 or 6, I should say. Actually, 7, because they released 2 posthumously. And those were all gospel-based. Even the one with Hurt on it, the rest of the album is a heavily gospel album. Yeah. Even Hurt is maneuvered in such a way that it has a more biblical feeling when Johnny Cash does it. When Trent does it, it just feels like, I'm a self-destructive 20-year-old. Yeah. When Johnny Cash does it, you get this weird, almost...
Oh, that makes me cry.
Christ-like feeling in it. You get a martyr in there.
Listening to that song, the Johnny Cash one.
Yeah, I love them both. I love them both completely. But Trent Reznor's original version is very much self-destructive 20-year-old. Johnny Cash is like a dying man as a martyr.
Yeah, I'm at the end of my life. Yeah, it's really good. Well, sort of, saying you listen to Christian metal. You like that band. Yeah. You enjoy it. Yep. You don't believe any of that shit, right? Yeah. I listen to Slayer, right? And it's all Satan, death. I don't believe any of that shit, but I fucking love Slayer. So it's kind of that, isn't it? Really,
it's like more. I guess my thought was more like if they've done Woody Allen being one of the most respected directors ever, and he's done what Woody Allen has done in his life, and it's like, don't you feel a little weird if you sit and watch a Woody Allen movie going, hey, this was made by a guy that...
Well, and the problem is, I kind of like Woody Allen films, but you start watching one now and you're like, this is about a character played by Woody Allen who's dating some woman who's a lot younger than him. I mean, she's so young. It's like, oh my god, I don't think I can watch it anymore. Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Most of his movies are just quiet footage of him filming girls from what looks like a van, and it's all fucking shaky cam, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Occasionally, you're like,
Woody Allen's rape van, yeah.
I mean, it's like nobody is now sitting down and going, you know what I really want to do? I want to read Bill Cosby's comedy books. It's like, because everybody's like, no, he's a horrible rapist. I mean, don't want to.
I don't know. He has a parenting book that might be kind of nice, where he probably teaches the proper dosage of NyQuil and. This is enough to get the kid to fall asleep, and this is enough to get the babysitter to fall asleep.
I mean, that's a really good point. I mean, you couldn't sit down now and watch The Cosby Show.
Actually, it's kind of a dull point. It's kind of a dull, bulbous point with a sweaty tip.
Ooh. So, I mean, I get, I'm, going back to my original, what started all this, I'm not going to stop listening to Pantera. No. But I am always going to feel a little uncomfortable now where I'm like, oh yeah, Phil Anselmo's a racist.
Full-on racist. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You're going to feel a little bit awkward about it. But, going back to Jeepers Creepers, it's like, shit, I don't think I can watch those movies again. In fact, I'm sure recently, the past couple of months, 2 different people that I've been talking to, we were talking horror films. And on 2 different occasions, 2 different people, oh yeah, that Jeepers Creepers is good as well. And I was like, do I say anything? And it's like, oh yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah, it's fine.
You told him to eBay a copy of Clown House on VHS.
Clown House.
Okay, so Clown House. I didn't know the history of Clown House, and I had it on VHS when I was 13. We got a bunch of movies because I think a video store went out of business, so we just got a bunch of VHSs, and I took all the horror ones, and one of them was Clown House.
Yeah, okay.
Clown House is a movie in which 3 little boys run around in nothing but their underwear, being chased by men dressed as clowns. And
you know what? I was just about to Google Clown House.
That movie is directed by the guy who made Jeepers Creepers, and those are the boys that he molested. So you're basically
no.
You're basically watching, and I saw this when I was young, and I didn't even know it. I remember being a little like, I remember being weirded out by the fact that, as I recall, and I might be misquoting, somebody out there might be like, I love Clown House, that's what happens, but I just remember that it's like one of those things where all the boys are like sitting downstairs, and they're like, let's take off our clothes. It has a very young Sam Rockwell in it, too, like when he was, like,
Jesus.
or whatever, like long before he became the dad in the remake of Poltergeist.
Oh, fucking
his
hell.
most known role.
Yeah, his most famous role. That and being like #1 in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. But, yeah, Clown House
Holy
is a tough one.
shit, Clown House. You know what? I know the title as well, and I'm sure I haven't seen it, but I'm sure I've seen it in the video store years and years ago when there was.
There will never be a DVD release of that now. I can promise you that. When that all came to light, it was like, oh, and then thinking back on it, it's like, oh.
Oh, fucking hell.
I should be arrested for having watched that.
Yeah, fucking hell. That is.
So yeah, the Jeepers Creepers thing, because I don't think I could watch Jeepers Creepers again.
No.
And that's true. Like I guess I'd be hypocritical, but at the same time, something like Suicide is just as kind of, and I can appreciate artists who have killed themselves.
Maybe
it's not as pedophilia, but I mean,
yeah.
Because when it comes to people doing unforgivable stuff such as murder,
it is a fucking difficult one, isn't it? Really, it's mad. Should we get on with some fan fiction soon? Because we've got 3 chapters, haven't we, tonight?
We do. I mean, does anybody else have anything else to throw in on that? Seth?
I guess I haven't talked for like 15 minutes. I'm pretty opinionated that you shouldn't hate something on principle. Like, I'm comfortable with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate sharing on Twitter that I like something, and then people are like, you're not supposed to like that because they said this and that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, when
I
suppose when art is created, it's kind of like, just because the person who created it has done some bad shit, as long as the art's not, I suppose, celebrating or promoting whatever the bad shit is. It's one of them, isn't it? Kind of, yeah.
Well, I think we can agree Jeepers Creepers is an extreme example.
Yeah.
Like that is an example of the guy having raped all of his male leads in one movie and then proceeded to make another movie about a guy getting revenge on people.
Yeah. It's pretty fucked up.
But to further Seth's point, people who are like, you can't like Supergirl as a comic because they did that one cover where the Joker made her cry. And you're sexist if you like that.
Oh, no, yeah, well, that's, yeah. You can't dislike the new Ghostbusters because there's women in it. Yeah, there we go.
I guess I don't have any good examples because, like, being a pedophile is, like, that's a good example. And all of mine are just like, oh, they said something sexist one time.
No, there's still valid.
Well, maybe, and I agree with that. I actually don't. I think if somebody has a shitty opinion, you can still enjoy their artwork. I'm okay with that.
Even then, like, what if they said the shitty thing one time and then they realize, oh, that was shitty?
Yeah.
Or they
went so far as to try to produce a meme about it.
That's the thing. But I guess someone could be outspoken about something and then basically, they change in time and go, you know what, I was a dick and I don't believe that shit now.
People do that.
Yeah, which is fine. Yeah, and that's fine. It's like, you kind of evolve and So it is a difficult one.
You evolve and then you regress. That's me. I had this point where I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to be so bothered by these people, and then I went right back to being bothered by those people.
Yeah. I suppose it's like it's a circle, isn't it? Really,
life is a vicious circle.
It is. But so, shall we get on with some fan fiction? Would we like to do some fan fiction?
Yeah.
Can we do some fan fiction? We've got 3 chapters
of
fan fiction.
Knock it all out.
I keep saying fan fiction. Yep. Has everyone got the fan fiction?
Fiction.
Yeah.
Chapter 1. Oh, fucking hell, Ace. What are you doing?
We're starting over. We're doing the entire thing. I think we're at chapter 16.
We're going to get to read this entire masterpiece all over again?
No, we're at 17, right?
17.
Man, what a brilliant thing that would be if we would just continuously read the same fan fiction over and over again and just perfect it.
So we just get better at it every time.
Next week, should we start again at the very beginning?
It's this complete fucking vaudeville, and we'll just dedicate the rest of our lives to perfecting this piece of fan fiction.
And we'll just start getting angry when we fuck the voices
I
off.
turn.
What if that was just this podcast? It was just that. Just every week we just read the same fan fiction. We just burn through it all in one go. Then we do it the next week better.
Yeah, I'm better.
I would be okay with that. That's the problem.
Yeah, and then, you know what? It is appealing. It is appealing. But then there might be a week where we're not as good and we'll really let ourselves down. I would be up for the challenge. I think, yeah. That's worrying, really, isn't it? Really? So are we on we're on chapter 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
17. We have all our characters. Are we all?
Yeah.
Have we got our costumes?
Super fighting
robots.
robots.
I was supposed to put clothes on for this? Shit.
Are you naked again?
No, that is your costume.
Yeah.
You're cosplaying Darwin, so all you need is shoes.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
true. That's true.
Right, here we go. Welcome. Chapter 17 of The Amazing World of Gumball, The End of the Multiverse. Templars. While flying the Megazord, the Rangers saw another spectacular sight. The assassins from Assassin's Creed were fighting the evil Templar, and they were losing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, team, everyone, on my count, we jump!
Said Gabrielle. Suddenly, the Megazord was shot through the sky and was flying towards the ground.
No!
Said Darwin.
I can't die like this.
Said Gumball.
Jump! It's the only way!
Said Gabe. As the other four jumped out of the Megazord and parachuted down to the ground, Gabrielle was busy trying to steer the Megazord. What the fuck's that?
What?
What communicator in quotes? What the fuck? Communicator. I don't know. What the fuck is that?
Maybe it's the Megazord.
I guess it means on the communicator.
The communicator. So over. Okay. We hear this over the communicator. Yeah. That completely threw me. Sorry.
Gabe, you're gonna die! Just jump!
Said Carrie.
No! I can do this! I won't fail anyone!
Said Gabrielle.
Wait, wasn't he saying to jump?
Wasn't he jumping already?
He said jump, it's the only way, and then Carrie's telling him just jump. And
it says as the other four jumped out of the Megazord and parachuted down to the ground, Gabriel was busy trying to steer the Megazord.
Okay, sorry if I'm... Okay.
I was confused too. I had to go back. I had to go back and look. I was confused too. Don't worry.
I'm sorry if I find this incoherent.
No.
It's my fault.
Don't worry. The next time we
people. Yeah, next week when we do all 20 chapters.
No, you're the only. Gabe, you know that no one can be expected to do everything or fail no one. Do us all a favor and save yourself.
Said Carrie.
I'll show you my boobs.
Well, you're right, Miss Piggy. Maybe I should have...
God damn it, Frog. It's all your fault. You fuck everything up all the time.
Gabriel jumped out of the Megazord, but he was seconds too late. The Megazord crashed to the ground in an explosion.
No!
Said Gumball. The other four Rangers checked the rubble.
This can't be!
Said Penny. Gumball rushed inside to bring out an almost dead corpse. An almost dead corpse.
That's going to be the name of my black metal band. Almost dead corpse.
So hold on. A corpse is a dead body. So what's an almost dead corpse? An almost dead body. Is that what it is? Right. An undead. Right, okay, fine. Gabriel was still alive, but badly injured. He was partly crushed, and several vulnerable parts of his body were exposed or weakened. His superhero upgrades...
His dick was out.
His dick... You're showing. His superhero upgrades didn't cover everything. There we go. His superhero upgrades didn't cover everything. Yeah. Can you just put your superhero upgrades over that? Come on, I can see your genitals.
How bad is it?
Asked Gabe.
Stay here. We will send someone to pick you,
said Penny.
No! I have to fight, no matter what condition I am in,
said Gabrielle.
If you try to fight, you will get killed. We can't risk that,
said Gumball.
Fine.
said Gabrielle. Carrie and Darwin. Carrie and Darwin volunteered to keep Gabe safe.
I'm just gonna kiss Gabe's boo-boos better.
Right on the dick.
Well,
right on his ring dick. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, Gumball and Penny volunteered to go help the assassins. Slaughter was everywhere. There were bodies of both assassins and Templars. Templars.
Did we suddenly just crossed over into Cradle of Filth lyrics?
There were... Slaughter was everywhere. Slaughter was everywhere. Yeah, I can't do a Cradle of Filth. Slaughter was everywhere. Bodies of both assassins and Templars. But the main leaders of both were still standing. Altair, Ezio, Connor, Aveline, Edward, and Desmond.
You know the best thing Cradle of Filth has ever said? There have been two things that Danny Filth has said that has been my favorite thing ever. One is somebody said, what kind of music do you play? And he just responds plainly, kind of like a heavy funk. And the other one was that in the middle of the concert, out of nowhere, he just goes, never drink bleach.
Oh, brilliant.
It's good advice. Live, they're terrible.
Oh, well, yeah, they're terrible live, but I love that he felt obliged to include that.
You know
Anyways,
what?
Keep reading off these completely bullshit made-up names of characters we've never seen before.
I was just going to say...
who the fuck are these characters, even?
Just going back to Cradle of Filth, my first band actually played with Cradle of Filth. And they come up to Liverpool to sort of headline this gig that we put on. And they turned up, I mean, this was years ago, they turned up and the keyboard player had forgot his sample discs. So literally, he was near enough in tears, like, oh my god, and like the fucking sound was shit, and it was quite hilarious, really. And we kind of fell out with them because we were a bit arsey, but that's my Cradle of Filth story.
Tony assy? No way.
Yeah, totally, yeah. Anyway, Altair.
Hello.
Ezio. Come on, what was that then? Okay, I'll carry on. Altair, Ezio, Connor, Aveline. Edward, and Desmond. I didn't realise the voices. We're all face to face with Juno and her Templar puppets. The assassins fought hard, but were ultimately defeated. Out of pure rage, Gumball and Penny charged, but were defeated in several seconds, thanks to Juno's power and her skilled Templar guards and leaders. Juno slowly...
If they're legit dead, that would be the best thing ever. Like, if that was how quickly Gumball and Penny were just killed, that's it, they were defeated, and then we just never hear from them again, I would be so happy.
That would be good, Juno slowly strided towards the remains of the Megazord to finish them off. Darwin.
You will pay for what you've done, you bitch!
Said Darwin. That was quite apt.
If I die, then at least I die with my friends.
Said Carrie, kissing Darwin on the mouth part.
No, get away from me!
Hold on,
I'd rather Gabe kiss me.
She said, kissing Darwin on the mouth part of his helmet.
She has a very, very good beard.
Is that his penis again? Darwin used his spear earthquake.
Oh!
Penis again. And Carrie used her mystic blast vagina.
So basically, Darwin used his dick and Carrie squirted, okay?
Yeah, exactly. She's a squirter. But Juno used a holographic shield to stop
a condom?
Exactly. We're translating this well. Finally, the Templar guards knocked them unconscious using Batman-level martial arts skills and speed. Batman-level martial arts skills and speed. There we go.
So, you think you're the great general? You are supposed to, like, stop us? I could go on for hours, but I would rather put you out of your misery. Guards, finish him off,
said Juno.
What's the matter? You don't have any balls to face me one-on-one like a man?
Said Gabrielle.
I'm above you, humans. and anyone could take you on in your current condition.
Said Juno. One of the guards took his sword, prepared to kill Gabrielle. Memories flashed through his eyes. What, the guard or Gabrielle? I don't know. His hopes and dreams were gone. He had given up almost all hope. He wasn't ready to accept death, but he didn't necessarily prepare for... Oh, no. Let me just do that again. No one say it. No one say anything.
Okay.
Let's do that again. He wasn't ready to accept death, but he didn't necessarily prepare for Chuck Norris.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Yeah. Chuck Norris flew through the air.
Wait. Have any of you heard the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny by Lemon Demon?
Yep.
Yes, I'm aware.
Oh God, this reminds me of the down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris, who delivered a kick which could shatter bones into the crotch of Indiana Jones.
This whole thing is pretty reminiscent of that.
I know. Then Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black. I'm gonna stop now.
That was like one of the first internet bands that I bought the album for, and I enjoyed it because it had a song about Stick Stickly.
Oh God.
Chuck Norris flew through the air, then smashed between the guard and Gabe. Chuck Norris then performed a flaming roundhouse kick. He jumped and used his fire legs to move himself extremely fast, like a helicopter, then unleash a super attack that destroyed Juno and her guards.
I do want to point out that Gabriel was pretty confident, like challenging Juno. And then as soon as one of the guards came after him, he just fucking gave up immediately.
He just crumbled. He's just like...
His hopes and dreams were gone.
Yeah. It was like, he just gave up until Chuck Norris turned up, flying through the air.
Yeah, thank God.
I know.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. You have no idea how much of a fan I am.
Said Gabrielle. It was Chuck Norris.
I think so.
Did it so?
I am Chuck Norris, of course.
Of course you're Chuck
I knew
Norris.
I had it in me all along. I know. I'm using the healing powers of my beard to heal you in your things.
Oh, fuck.
We need you.
That is
Said
the greatest
Chuck Norris.
line of comedy ever done.
I know.
That is somebody who's it's so not funny, it comes back around and it's fucking hilarious.
That is so good. Oh, using the healing power. Oh, fucking hell. That is class.
Oh God,
God.
1998.
Right, sorry, where are we up to? Yeah, it said Chuck Norris. The Rangers and the Assassins soon healed, and the Megazord was fixed and ready. That was quick. Okay, now.
What now?
Asked Gumball.
There are about 5 billion soldiers on each side now. Satan is planning something big. We need to get to the edge of the battlefield. Fast,
said Chuck Norris. That is the end of Chapter 17.
Chapter 18.
I will add Chapter 18 tomorrow-ish. Please follow, favourite, and review so I know that I'm not wasting my time. How can you be wasting your time with Chuck Norris? With Chuck Norris.
Nobody did any of that, so...
Holy shit. Chapter 18. Who is the winner?
Good.
Well, actually, it's Chapter 18 and the winner is, and then it's Chapter 18 who is the winner.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Probably chicken dinner.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've got two titles for it. Chapter 18.
We have a winner.
Well, if I read it correctly, 18, Chapter 18, and the winner is Chapter 18. Who is the winner? Yeah, there we go.
And the winner is Colin, who is the winner.
Yeah. Is that what Chuck Norris and the Power Rangers Megazord flew to the center of the battlefield.
Didn't they just blow up the Megazord in the last chapter?
They fixed it. They fixed it really quick. It blew up. It was totally destroyed, but they fixed it. They flew into the center of the battlefield where most of the action was now concentrated.
How do you know that Satan's planning something?
Asked Gumball.
3 reasons. 1, he is Satan. 2, our scouts. And 3, I'm Chuck Norris. I know.
Said Chuck Norris. Fucking class. Chuck's the best.
You know what just dawned on me? At some point off screen, Chuck Norris fought Obama.
What?
Obama was on the side of evil. He was on the side of stupid people.
Oh, right, yeah.
He clearly stated Obama as well as, like, Kim Jong-il.
George Bush and Dick Cheney.
Oh, he didn't mention George Bush or Dick Cheney. I think this kid has a very patriotic wiener. Any idea what it is?
Ask Gabrielle.
Wait. Stop. I hear something.
Said Chuck Norris.
How can you hear anything over this music and the combat?
Asked Gabrielle.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Said Darwin. Chuck Norris used his supervision to look higher into the sky.
One of the enemy helicarriers is dropping a nuke. We're fucked.
Said Chuck Norris.
We have to stop it! Oh no!
No, it was a question.
Carrie. It's a question. Actually, I got
No,
Ask Carrie.
no, that's the problem. How can I do it in both?
We have
We have to stop it? We have to stop it!
Confusedly said Carrie.
There is no time. Get to shelter. I'm going to try to stop it.
Said Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris! No!
Said Penny. Chuck Norris flew higher into the sky with his fist aimed at the nuke. After a few seconds, he punched the nuke and broke his fist.
But...
Said Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris started falling to the ground with the nuke close behind him.
Can the Megazord withstand a nuclear assault?
Asked Carrie.
I think we're gonna... I think we're gonna find out!
Said Gabrielle.
Guys, it's been an honor serving you all.
Said Gumball.
It's me again. It was a pleasure and honor to fight alongside all of you Rangers and everyone in the good army. But don't give up just yet!
Said Gabrielle.
It's seconds from dropping. I said it, I mean to me, to my knee, to suck all your dicks before we die. Guys, if you haven't figured out from the other 17 chapters, I'm as gay as the day is long.
Said Darwin. The nuke dropped and a massive explosion occurred. The explosion only lasted a few seconds, but it took out about 95% of the good army. Some of the evil army was taken out, but the evil soldiers thought it was worth it. After the smoke cleared, the Megazord was still standing, but just barely. There weren't a lot of troops or animals left. All hope seemed lost.
That's you, Tony.
So be it, my army. Finish them off, said Satan.
Wait,
is it? Oh shit, am I fucking hell, sorry. All hope seemed lost. Surrender now, and your deaths will be swift, said Satan. Sorry for ruining it, by the way. The 5 Rangers jumped, teleported out of the Megazord, and were met by the last few remaining angels, superheroes, animals, legends, and warriors. There were less than 1 billion soldiers in the good army against the evil army's 4 to 5 billion.
It's not over until
95%. Oh, hold on, yeah.
I need to do the math on that.
That doesn't seem right.
And they have 4 to 5 billion. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not over until everyone is dead,
said Gabrielle. So be it. My army finished them off, said Satan.
Oh, okay, I'm got it. My children, give me your strength one final time. Attack!
Said God. It was another absolute clash. Explosions, blood, fists, swords, and bullets. But sadly, it was not enough. Most of the troops were killed. or knocked unconscious. Some retreated,
or
worse, some retreated a few miles away, and yet others chose to die as heroes. The 5 Rangers were knocked on the ground, beaten bloody and close to death, with dead bodies scattered all round them. They knew that they were doomed. Any last words before I take over the multiverse? Asked Satan.
Fuck you,
said Gumball.
Go to hell,
said Darwin.
You may have defeated us, but our descendants will never give up the fight,
said Carrie.
Because I had like 10 kids during this battle.
How come I have the shitty thing to say? Why am I scared? Really is the end, isn't it?
Said the very boring Penny.
It's not over! Shiraku, play one final song for me!
Said Gabrielle. Shiraku.
For what it's worth, I'll do it,
said Shiraku.
You and I should shave our pubic hair. Guys, give me your assistance!
Assistance.
Wait a second. Did you just say you wanted me to give you my ass? Oh, this is the magic word ever.
Gabrielle
reached the fuck on all these dead bodies.
Gabrielle reached into his jeweled disc and pulled out one final card.
Wait, how many cards did he pull out before?
All of them apart from one.
Oh,
yeah, you missed that part.
I should have surmised that.
Everyone, touch this card with me. Muster your strength and help me,
said Gabe. The other 4 Rangers understand Gabe's idea and obeyed. Shirako played a song on their helicarrier speakers called One Card Short Yu-Gi-Oh!
1 card short, we are only missing 1 card. This deck is supposed to have 52, but it has 51. 1 card short.
Not including the Joker.
I like the idea that Shirako has one of those old gramophones.
Gotta wind it off.
Quick, play me off.
I can't even remember the fucking music. Go on.
Using our ranger power and superhero upgrades, I sacrifice all of my strength, and so will my friends. Right, guys?
Wait,
whoa.
I didn't say anything about that.
Whoa, we haven't agreed it. Gabrielle and his friends raised the card high in the sky, and it started shining as bright as a star.
Imagine if it ended like this. Like they all just teamed up and used ranger power to kill Pennywise.
It would have been better than ending with a 11-year-old orgy.
Well, we don't know how this one's going to end yet. They might get to that right afterwards.
Have you seen the Pennywise? The new Pennywise?
Yes.
It's scary as fuck. I actually painted it just to scare people.
I appreciate how minimalistic he looks. I was afraid he was going to go a little too heavy on the prosthetics.
Yeah, no, but it looks good.
He looks a little too similar to Tim Curry, but that's not a bad thing. But it's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, hey, he kind of does look like Tim Curry.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, well, we're going way off, but based on the design described in the book, it's kind of hard not to look like that, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, in the book, they described that he has blue stars over his eyes, kind of like Paul Stanley from KISS. But I think there's an obvious reason.
They say he looks a lot like Bozo, so that's kind of like a very specific look, so...
True.
I don't know, anyway...
Anyway, on to the...
Monster Reborn, is that
Bring back all the
said everyone. Is that how many billion?
I missed the ball on that.
A bright beam of light shot from the card, and a large light blue portal opened in the center of the battlefield. All of the fighters and animals in the army of good were brought back to life and ready to fight.
Zombies!
Wait, it's me, I'm Don, I'm from the Lord of the Rings universe. If a nuke was dropped here, isn't this area still highly irradiated?
Shut the fuck up, idiot.
Shut the fuck up. No, this can't be happening. What is this? Stop. We have won. We have already won.
Oh, he won. Never mind, guys, go home.
Go here, Satan said. He's one. All 30 billion soldiers were brought back with their strength fully renewed and weapons drawn.
God, I was really lucky I got that card. Attack!
So Gabrielle, the entire army of good attacked, and the 5 rangers joined in, entirely overwhelming the army of evil. It's time for Plan B. Soldiers, harness the power of Dark Zexa. I can't pronounce it. Dark Zexal. What the fuck is that? Zexal. Zexal. Should we do that again? Dark Zexal. Combine all our souls into one, said Satan. All of the 5 billion soldiers turned into dark orbs and floated up into the sky, fusing together with Satan to form a giant 1,000-story-tall demon with the power, intelligence, and strength of all of them. I don't know who this character is now.
Oh, apparently it's me.
Oh, right.
Everyone, do the same. We must harness the power of Zexal now. Let no bad happen,
said Astral. The army of good all turned into light blue orbs and fused together into the sky. What? To form... What? Go on. You can ask them though.
Why? Why didn't they do that at the beginning? Why are they...
Actually, why is Zexal just like... Why is this power just... Yeah, did everyone forget? Until... It's weird, isn't it? The army
was way more rad to have all the dead bodies, guys.
Yeah. Could have just got this out of the way in chapter 1, couldn't we, really? The army of good all turned into light blue orbs and fused together into the sky to form a 1,000-story bearded white man in a robe with a magical sword.
It's superior, obviously.
White man, yeah. They all had become one being.
Brother can't get in on this action?
One white. Yeah, can you just stand over there, mate? It's fine. We've got it.
All the white people are not a part of this. They get to watch.
Their intelligence, strength, courage, and minds had all connected even closer than Satan's army. The 2 Zexal forms stared each other down, then charged. The demon form shot a fireball, but using the magical sword, the good Zexal form deflected the blast. Then he charged and jumped and tackled the evil demon.
We are here to finish you off,
said God.
I use the same voice for both characters. It's been thousands of years in the making,
said Jesus, who is related to God.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I've
covered
We're making a commentary here. They're one and the same.
Exactly.
We've waited forever for this,
said Gabrielle in the same voice as God and Jesus.
Die,
demon scum.
The Zexal form raised... said everyone else, sorry. The Zexal form raised his sword and, with the strength of 30 billion heroes, struck the sword in the heart, in inverted commas, of the dark Zexal form. Its entire body started to crack into pieces, then exploded in a shatter of blood, smoke, fire, and light. What's a shatter? In a shatter of blood, smoke, fire, and light. The good Zexal form divided back into 30 billion soldiers, and they rested for several minutes.
I swear he said 50 billion before.
Yeah.
Like 20 billion were just all like the Jedi's must have felt that one.
Oh fucking hell, yeah. Yeah, you're right actually, yeah. And they rested for several minutes, regaining their strength. Gabrielle.
Does this mean it's all over?
Said Gabrielle.
Yes, my children, it's all over. You will ever be afraid of anything ever again,
said God. All the soldiers started cheering and celebrating and basking in the glory of their victory. Shireko started playing victory music. You're the best around.
You're the best in everything. You're a girl that's got that thing.
That is the end of chapter 18. But this is not the last chapter. I still have another chapter planned. Stay tuned, and I will add it sometime today. Please follow, favourite, and review. Thank you for reading this. And it's going to follow right now. This is exciting. What could possibly... Oh, fucking hell, it's dead short, this one, isn't it? Chapter 19. Epilogue. After the final battle of the apocalypse, the multiverse has become perfect. It was a utopia. There were no problems, no difficulties, no evil, just fun, technology, and life. Nature and humans lived in perfect harmony. Dinosaurs and other prehistoric living things were brought back and lived naturally in the modern-day ecosystems. Scientists and the human race gained almost infinite scientific, technological, and biological knowledge. The human race and all the other races were let me read that. The human race and all the other races was powerful as intelligent as gods. Every single universe was peaceful. There was no money, as it was deemed useless. Fighting was allowed. Perfect, yeah, but only for fun. Only for fun and exercise. Racism, outcasting, prejudice, greed, and hatred were no longer problems. It was a beautiful utopia. Everything was perfect and nothing could go wrong. Everyone believed in God. Oh. Jesus.
Not to, like after that.
Yeah, it's just ruined it. Everyone believed in God.
Well, Tim here from the Mega Man universe.
Tim again.
I'm gonna say this. Aren't we all God? Like at the ending there, we all became God. So technically,
yeah, but there is someone above us.
Send him to hell.
These
he doesn't have the right idea.
Oh,
no!
Get rid of Tim. Tim's gone now. Everyone believed in God and there was no need for heaven. Since the multiverse itself became heaven, everyone understood and respected other people's opinions. Everything was partially free.
But there's no money.
Yeah.
Everything was partially free.
Oh,
you buy it with
favors.
Sex. That's payment. Yeah, that's fine. New songs were still being created. Now movies were being worked on, and new video games were still being made. And good.
What are the movies? If there's no conflict in the world, are the movies now them fetishizing conflict? Like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Like, I actually think this is a really interesting concept. If they live in utopia, that means they're probably fetishizing things like death and conflict because they don't know that anymore.
Yeah,
so they're
probably. I'm interested in the next part.
And
like their movies are all about like people getting into basic like squabbles and like really minor domestic abuse and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in this next part.
Here we go. So, new video games were still being made, and good books were being of the dead people. And guess that good books were being written of the dead people
Don't correct
who
it. It's
have
perfect.
ever died. And good books were being of the dead people who have ever died sorry, let's read it all. Who have ever died was resurrected to live their lives forever. What the fuck?
Okay.
So everyone was brought back. Good books. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Words cannot describe the utopia of a multiverse. Infinite travel between the infinite universes was allowed. Death was no longer an issue. There was no such thing as growing old and frail. Aging would now stop in the 20s to 30s. Everyone had superpowers, high intelligence, and in peak human condition. Stupidity no longer existed. Except for humour, prank calls, jokes, and pranks were actually tolerated. Sadness and anger ceased to exist.
Wait!
Refrigerator running? You better go and catch it. Oh, you silly kids.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate phone calls. Nobody calls me anymore. Now that there's no conflict, the rest of my family were horrible and sent to hell. So I live all by myself. But I don't mind. Utopia. If I'm not happy, I'll be executed.
Sadness and anger ceased to exist. Politicians, liars, and criminals went extinct. So we had
stupid people.
Yeah, specifically the stupid people.
There was no Jeepers Creepers or Clown House. The group of Rangers went back to the Elmore universe, where they were greeted with celebration.
That was totally awesome,
said Gumball.
So exciting,
said Penny.
Now we're no longer afraid,
said Darwin.
So it's really all over,
said Carrie.
Guys, I have an announcement to make. I am moving here permanently with my family,
said Gabrielle. Everyone hugs.
Oh
Gabe.
Boy!
Hug time.
I look forward to the awesome adventures we can go on,
said Gabe.
Gabe, I did what you said, you know, when we were in the middle of the battle and you got really horny. So a few of the emo high school girls I know, they want to get to know you. They're into blood and death too.
Said Carrie.
Anger doesn't exist, so what the fuck are they? I wrote a poem.
Yeah.
Everything is fine. The
Everything
world is
great.
perfect.
I like clouds.
God is good. Awesome, thank you!
Said Gabe.
Now what's next?
Said Darwin.
Let's get our dual runners and ride off into the sunset like badasses. Then come back into town and play Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Said Gabrielle. Obviously, games are still being written.
Yeah,
Everyone
don't worry, they're making new games.
The new games, yeah, fucking hell. Yay, everyone cheers. All of Gabrielle's main friends, Gumball, Darwin, Penny, Carrie, Xander, Lupe, Billy, Ram, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Heroes, Shireko, rode off into the sunset on dual runners.
Main friends.
Yeah, on dual runners stroke motorcycles, with Gabrielle at the front in a formation. Then Shireko drove behind the group and played a song on his blazingly loud speakers for everyone to enjoy. Future Colors, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, whatever.
In the future, there won't be black people. In the future, there won't be Asian people. All the future colors are white, and everything is definitely alright. We love Jesus and stuff.
That is the end of chapter 19, and sadly, this story. But do not fret. I'm going to create a sequel series. Oh, this is good. Set after the final battle, detailing the new, exciting adventures of Gabrielle and all his friends as they live.
I found it already. It's
as they live their utopian lives. What's it called?
It's called The Amazing World of Gumball, Utopian Adventures.
What is there to do?
That's what I was thinking. What the hell do they do?
How many chapters? Oh, there's only four chapters. 4 chapters.
Like chapters. Ed and Eddie Misadventures.
We're doing this next week. We've got to do this next week. Jeez, this is fucking... So that was the end of our bizarre fan fiction highlights. What do you think? I think my highlights were the looking for emo girls on a battlefield strewn with bodies, dead bodies.
Oh, that's like the best time to hook up.
Yeah. That is a good time.
I also really liked when he just randomly threatened that poor movie theater worker because he wouldn't let them into a rated R movie. He's like, I'm gonna tell the police you raped me.
You raped me.
Or that's the part where he got like way too interested in if Darwin and Gumball have had sex before. And he like really like.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I'm super interested in that myself.
Tell me all about
figure out if he was going to banish them to hell or not.
That was
perhaps that was actually a good story, only because it left us constantly amused.
Oh,
the biggest sin a story could do is for us to get bored during it, and I don't think there was a single point.
No, it was class. It was. We're definitely going on to the next one next week. That was
like, oh my god, so much about that is now legendary to me. Particularly the moment of weird realism with Darwin might be my favorite. After the emo girl thing, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Wow, Darwin's became the audience."
Yeah, the curb stomp.
Oh yeah. After he curb stomped a guy for the Ninja Turtles, because he does that.
Fucking hell, that was That was great. Yeah. I did enjoy it. That was fucking.
Oh man.
So I think we should leave it there. I don't think we can top it this week. So.
Well, there is one thing that can top it.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something using the healing power of my beard, and it is. just remember, if it looks like magic. It is not magic. It is science, or worse. So deal with it. So that's goodbye from me. I'm Tony. Goodbye from Matt and Seth and Ace. We'll see you all next week with some more bullshit. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Good to see you soon. Bye bye.